What's up, everybody? It is Saturday, March the 28th, 2020. Spring is underway here in North Carolina. It's 85 degrees. This is the first time I've had the top down this year. Enjoying a nice little ride. Enjoying a cold one. Cheers. So in this video, we're going to talk about my top 20 concerts of all time. Alright? Now, I've made a list. There's some good ones in here, so don't skip. Make sure you watch it all. Alright. So, number 20. April the 24th, 1982, Kenan Stadium, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Joan, Jett and the Blackhearts and Hall & Oates and Donnie Iris. It was outside. It was in those days where you could still bring beer coolers in the stadium. And this was when Joan Jett had her heyday and her string of hits, and it comes in on my list at number 20. Alright, so number 19, July the 13th, 1980, in the Greensboro Coliseum, The Who. Alright. Number 18, New Year's Eve, December 31st, 1977, Greensboro Coliseum, Kiss. I was 11 years old. This was the first concert I ever went to, and it was quite an experience, I must say. Okay, number 17, November the 17th, 1985, AC/DC For Those About to Rock tour in the Greensboro Coliseum. That was a great show. Okay, number 16, June the 26th, 1979, Carter Stadium, Raleigh, North Carolina State, Boston, VanHalen, Poco and the Outlaws. This was the first time I saw VanHalen, and they were on my radar screen. Yes, I remember it well. Okay, so number 15 was May the 26th, 1983, in the Greensboro Coliseum, Def Leppard, the Pyromania tour. That was a great show. Really great show. Crocus was the opening act, I think. Alright. So number 14 here. December the 6th, 1981, in the Greensboro Coliseum, Rush, the movie pictures tour. And if I'm not mistaken, that was the only time I ever saw Rush. Okay. On to number 13 and number 12, okay? On November the 14th and November 15th, 1984, Prince and the Revolution played in the Greensboro Coliseum. and this was when he had just had Purple Rain out. Sheila E. was the opening act. We took our girlfriends on night one, and just the guys went back on night number two. Great show, great shows. All right, so number 11. All right, August 18th, 1986, in the Charlotte Coliseum, David Lee Roth, Eat 'em and Smile tour. The tour had just began. This was the third or fourth day. Poison is the opening act. They had just come out. They had one album and one song, and this was their opening slot on their big tour. And it was a great show. Great show. All right, moving right along. Number 10, okay? November the 1st, 1985, Ratt with the opening act, Bon Jovi, Dorton Arena, Raleigh, North Carolina, the Invasion of Your Privacy tour. Bon Jovi had just a couple of albums out at that point. Yeah. Okay, number 9. September the 13th, 1986. Ozzy with Metallica opening up. And this was the Ultimate Sin album and tour. Yeah, great show. Great Ozzy show. Okay, so number 8. February the 19th, 1989, the Dean Dome in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Bon Jovi and Skid Row. On the day of the concert, it snowed 8 inches. They postponed the concert until 2 p.m. the next day. That was really weird. Bon Jovi, New Jersey tour in Skid Row in the afternoon. We left the place and it wasn't even real dark yet. Okay, number 7. August the 10th, 2019, in Charlotte. This past August, Kiss End of the Road tour. That was a great show. A great show. Okay, so number 6 and number 5. September the 29th, 2007 in Greensboro, and September the 27th, 2007 in Charlotte. These were the first 2 dates of the Van Halen reunion tour with David Lee Roth, 16-year-old Wolfgang Van Halen, and after not being together since 1985, it was an event, I must say. It was an event. All right. Let me look at my list here. Gosh, it's such a nice day. Okay, so number 4, November the 15th, 1987, Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses opening up. This was the Girls tour, and Guns N' Roses had just come out. Appetite, they had a couple of songs out, and everybody at the place literally went there just to watch Guns N' Roses. It was crazy. Okay. Number 3 on the list. February the 3rd, 1984, Van Halen in the Greensboro Coliseum. Autograph opened the show. This was the 1984 album, and what made this show so great, all Van Halen shows are great, you know that, but we were right up against the barricade, got a lot of pics off of Eddie, had after show passes, got to meet Eddie, Valerie. It was a really, really awesome night. Yeah, okay. Now, let's get back out on the road here. So, number 2 is June the 3rd, 1988, in RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C., Van Halen's Monsters of Rock. It was Van Halen, the Scorpions, Metallica, Dokken, and Kingdom Come. Me and a buddy of mine, Gil, drove up there, got a hotel room, and it was like, it began at like noon or 1. Yes, all day, all evening. 80,000 there. Great show. I'm so glad that I was there. That Washington, D.C. was the nearest location near me. So that's number 2. All right. So number 1 on my list. All right. Number 1. Are you ready for this? Okay. August the 11th, 2017, BB&T Stadium, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Guns N' Roses. The Not in This Lifetime tour. Now, the reason I put this show at number 1, yeah, it was a big event, a big deal. Outside, 60,000, but it was the largest outdoor stage I had ever seen. And those guys used every inch of it all night. And they played 29 songs, I think. It was a very, 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 very long show. very long show. So that's my number one, and I doubt it'll ever be beaten in my life. But so those are my top 20 concerts of my life all time. Leave a comment if you were at any of these shows here in North Carolina or that Washington show. I hope you enjoyed this list. I'm enjoying this day. I hope that everybody in these times is happy and safe and healthy. Okay? Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.